Lived experience leadership to me is a term which I actually didn't understand until I properly thought about it. Once you do think about it, you think, okay, that does make sense. You use your lived experience to help others through various ways like workshops and organisations. But I think it confuses quite a lot of people, and especially with the term leadership, just because leadership and leaders can be considered in a negative light. So we usually think of leaders as someone who runs a company or someone else involved in entrepreneurship and business. But what we often forget is the positive meaning of leadership. To me, leadership doesn't need to be taken in as only a negative word, but also with its positive meanings. So to be a leader doesn't mean that you have to be above anyone, but perhaps more of using your own experiences to help others out, and especially by building communities who can support each other, and you can perhaps understand some of what they're going through and help people to discover new ways of coping and discovering different ways that they can go on to support themselves as well. It's also interesting to note how different people experience lived experience leadership, because for some it can be quite lonely, but for me it's helped me get to know other people who are also in similar positions and going forth to take on other community projects. I think it would be nice if there was more official support and training for lived experience leadership, because at the moment it does feel like the people doing the work are figuring everything out by themselves without some kind of official basis to go on, and we are learning from the mistakes which we are making without having some kind of guidance. I think it would also be nice for there to be some kind of coming together for lived experience leaders, so that people that do feel alone in it, and perhaps it's more of a struggle if one person is doing groundwork by themselves, and it will make it easier to get to know others and feel part of a community themselves, so they don't always feel like they have to be the one initiating everything, but there's others there. Should they need to, they can talk about ideas as well, and we can also learn together, and that would create a stronger community, which can then go out to perhaps smaller groups and specific communities as well, to make that kind of outreach even stronger.